What's up, guys and gals, and welcome to Veve Vibes, where I love talking all things Veve NFTs, speculation, and of course the market. So before we hop into it, if you guys want to follow me on HRO, it's just at HRO Vibes. Also on Veve, follow me at Ultra Steamboat Willie, as well as Fastos at 9.999 million gems. I'm really trying to make a big push for followers on Veve because I do think it's going to be playing a huge role in the near future, as well as just the long distant future on Veve. So I do think having followers, I would love to segue that into doing giveaways and things like that if the Veve like web platform and stuff like that will allow it. Again, thank you Real Property, Diane, and your local scalper for the most recent donations. Still working towards getting new headphones on Amazon. I was thought about just buying some myself, like don't get me wrong, and I might do that here in the near future, but I just thought it'd be really fun to have chat help me out, but also just like they get to pick the headphones for me. I thought that would be kind of like a fun thing for the most part, so whether they want to meme on me with some cat ears or whatever. Anyway, we'll go ahead and jump into it. So this is actually, today we're gonna be talking about the Eye of Agamotto announcement that Veve did today, which is the little amulet that holds the time stone that Doctor Strange has been using for multiple movies over the last like decade. Let's say that the whole Marvel thing has been going on for a while now, and Marvel's done an amazing job of handling their IP, unlike, in my opinion, DC. But regardless, with that opinion aside, today we're going to be talking about some of the other platforms that are kind of like promoting this Eye of Agamotto thing. We're going to do probably a price prediction, as well as, is this something I'm going to mint or pass? I think that's something I don't talk about that often, whether I'm going to like mint it or pass. Could be a little bit different here. So Veve actually has two tweets. So one is actually from Marvel Entertainment, as well as one from Veve themselves talking about the Medium article. So before we jump into that, I actually did just a quick Google search for Hasbro Eye of Agamotto. Looks like there are toys out there that were released probably like middle of 2021, maybe a little bit earlier, maybe a little bit later, but regardless, on GameStop, Amazon, Best Buy, Target, like you can buy this Eye of Agamotto like toy that you wear around your neck. It has the stand. Again, it has the time stone inside. It lights up. I think it takes batteries and actually lights up and moves and stuff, which is pretty cool. And these are being sold at all these stores for $50. So if you guys are huge Doctor Strange fans and you guys want to kind of get the NFT as well as like the physical like toy collectible, like kind of its counterpart, you can buy it online as well pretty easily, it seems. All right, now on to the Marvel article. I'm not going to read through all of this. I'm just going to put a link down in the description below for the Marvel article, as well as the Medium article that kind of talks about this. But I think this is definitely a step in the right direction. It seems like Marvel, / Disney is making some extra effort into actually advertising these Veve NFTs, which is really cool. I think the fact that this is posted on like the official Marvel website, there's an article about it that actually shows all the animations. It says Veve on the bottom right. These are like just like the Veve promotional material that they did. Seems like they definitely synced it up, because Veve announced it, then it seems like Marvel shortly after also tweeted about it too, so it seems like they are synced up in that sense. So we are actually getting again, because this is on the Marvel side of things, there's not a like granular information as it pertains to how much are these worth, how many mints are there going to be, what do the rarities really mean. So all that stuff isn't really told in here. It's just kind of showing like, hey, if you like the Eye of Agamotto thing, go on this Veve platform and buy the NFT counterparts for this really cool item. So we have an uncommon, a rare, and a secret rare. The uncommon has the closed eye, the rare has the open eye, which means it's showing the time stone, and the secret rare is actually animated, where it looks like it switches between closed and open, which is super cool. So I'm actually really excited the fact that Marvel's actually taking steps to advertise it. Disney sounds like I think they've done a couple retweets as well with like the golden moments and a few other things like that. So I do think it seems like a lot of these IPs are taking the whole NFT thing a little bit more seriously. Definitely trying to push it towards the people that are going to appreciate or understand NFTs. But I think mass adoption is not going to happen until they start really pushing it online, and more importantly physically, right? If they actually start, someone like Disney, they actually start handing out flyers, actually start showing off posters, things like that around the theme park, actively advertising Veve and showing off these NFTs. It could take a while, but I do think that is something that's going to really help Veve take off in the near future. So let's actually scroll up to the top here. So this is the Medium article. There it is again. I'm not going to go through all this information that talks about Dormammu and the Dark Realm or the Dark Dimension and all that stuff. If you haven't seen Doctor Strange, you should. I think the second movie is coming out on May 5th. So my prediction, what's going to happen, not only with this drop, is I think we're going to get something similar to what we got with Moon Knight, where I think we're going to get two drops of one of Doctor Strange and one of actually the Eye of Agamotto, and then one of actually his first appearance comic drop, which would absolutely be insane, because like that first appearance comic of Doctor Strange is actually worth quite a bit of money. Because with Moon Knight, remember, we had the suit, and then we had the suit drop. We also had the one where he's like in his cape, and then we also got the first appearance comic. We could get something similar with Doctor Strange, so we could get that trifecta of 2 collectibles as well as the first appearance comic, which would absolutely be awesome. So yeah, so this is the uncommon, no common this time, no ultra rare this time, so they just start off with the common. Kind of curious how they dictate certain rarities and all that stuff. I don't know if it's based on mint numbers or whatever it is, but this is actually a 70 gem box price, which is pretty high. All the other Marvel character collectibles that we've had, like I said, Moon Knight, Storm, Deadpool, all those other ones, they've always been 50 gems. So this one's actually more expensive than the characters themselves. And this actually has 12,000 editions, which is still on the pretty rare side. Like there's not too many compared to some of the uncommon or like common counterparts to some of the like Marvel characters. Again, this is first edition because this is not a person or a character. It's technically just a thing, right? And it says Eye of Agamotto. Nothing else to really kind of talk about. And again, this drop is on April 28th at 8 a.m. So this Thursday coming up, right? Yeah, this Thursday coming up. This is the rare. Again, 70 gem box price, 6,500 editions, which is about half the editions that the common has. So, a little bit more than half. And this just has the open eye that's showing the time stone, which looks like really, really cool. And then the secret rare. So again, they're kind of skipping the ultra rare. Really hard to dictate whether the IP or whether it's Veve, whatever it is actually going to end up doing a ultra rare or secret rare animation, because both of those rarities tend to have animations. And again, 2,110 men. So that 110, I'm like, what is up with that 110 at the end? Usually Veve does that on purpose. And that's because the first appearance comic of Doctor Strange is actually called Strange Tales number 110. So I do think we could potentially see that on the Veve app here in the near future, especially if we have a lot of things Doctor Strange related coming up here in the next like week and a half surrounding the Doctor Strange 2 movie announcement that's going to be coming out May 5th. So again, 70 gem box price, pretty high, but very, very low mints, 2,110. So yeah, this one actually has the animation where it's opening and closing. Does it have sound? Does it have anything else? Not entirely sure, but I definitely think the animation looks very, very cool. Yeah, so at least price prediction wise, first off, it's really cool that there's other platforms doing it. You can buy the physical collectible anywhere online. Marvel is advertising it, which is awesome. Price prediction wise, to be quite honest, I think the uncommon will probably go for anywhere between 30 to 40 gems, like below box price, just with the current market sentiment going on. People are going to try and do anything they can to try and liquidate or just try and get gems, right? I do think a lot of people are going to be fishing for that secret rare for the most part. So it has very, very low mint numbers, and it's very not likely. And then same here with the rare. So I think the uncommon is going to go for anywhere between 30 to 40 gems. I do think the rare will probably go for anywhere between 55 to 70 gems, maybe 80 gems. Like it could be maybe it's going to be surrounding that box price. So if I had to give it a range, I would say 60 to 75. I think it could go below box price briefly and then go back up, because I do think aesthetically this looks really nice. This is probably the best one to get, right? Like you want to actually see the time stone if you have the Eye of Agamotto, right? The closed one, nah, I don't think that one's going to do that well. The secret rare though, this one is going to be tough because this one is pretty darn rare with only 2,000 mints. Has the cool animation. Doctor Strange is definitely one of the most interesting and compelling characters in the Marvel universe right now, and one of the most powerful ones, obviously. And they're going to keep pushing content with him with the new movie, Multiverse of Madness, and all that stuff. He's going to keep making cameos. So this one, I could see this one going for probably like, it's so strange because I could see this going for like 150, but at the same time I could also see it pushing like 280. It's really, really strange. Again, these price predictions are very, very difficult to do, but if I had to put a number on it, if I had to split the difference, let's say like 225, 250, if I had to put a range towards this, just because this is so limited, this is tied to such an important character. But then again, if soon after this drop, let's say later in the afternoon of this drop, we get announced Doctor Strange or maybe the first appearance comic, that will affect the value of these, and these will probably go down. In that case, this will probably get a little bit closer to like 150, and these other ones might go a little bit lower than what I've said before. So yeah, in my personal opinion, I'm going to be a hard pass on this. I love Doctor Strange. I love the Eye of Agamotto. I love the way it looks. Just the box price is a little bit too pricey for me. The chances of you getting the secret rare seems very, very low, and it's probably going to be the only one that's actually profitable. So in my personal opinion, as of right now with the market sentiment, like if I really wanted these, I'd rather just wait for the drop to kind of just happen, wait for any other future announcements, Star Wars, more Doctor Strange, more other big IPs that's going to happen over the next like week or two, and just bite in the secondary market. That's my plan personally. Again, not financial advice. You guys can do whatever you want. You guys can roll the dice and see if you get that secret rare. If that's the case, that's awesome. If not, it is what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please take care. Make sure to double and triple check all of your listings so you don't screw yourself over, and I'll catch you guys next time.